Did you know you can do a Barbados cherry tree no matter where you live? And I'm here to show you exactly how. So let's unbox it. I got the Barbados cherry tree from Epic Gardening, and you can get 5% off with the code SEEDLING in your order. And here it is. I ordered this 2 days ago, and I already got all 5 of my fruit trees at one time. So here we go. Barbados cherry tree. Wow, that is incredible. This is the bushiest, most beautiful fruit tree I've ever ordered in the mail. Look at that. Now, Barbados cherry does very well in zones 9 to 11, but since I'm in Georgia zone 8A, I'm going to be growing this in a container and bringing it inside for the winter along with all of my other fruit trees. If you guys have not seen, so keep watching, I'll show you all of them. It's going to go in a container, so it's a great patio fruit. You can keep it as a house plant during the winter, which is what I'm going to do. And I bring all of mine inside my dining room, which, if you ask my husband, it's more of a plant room now. Or I may put it in my greenhouse if I have room for it. But look how beautiful this is. You guys got to see this up close. Look how bushy and gorgeous this is. Oh my God, I could give it a, make sure there's no thorns. Okay, we're good. No thorns. Give it a big old hug. Oh, I'm so excited. So I'm going to be putting it in a container. So let's start that right now. Tree. This can be grown anywhere and as a patio fruit. I got this 3-gallon Barbados cherry tree, and I'm going to show you exactly how to put it in your new container. Now, this can go in the ground if you're in zones 9 to 11, which isn't a lot of space. I have this huge pot. This is probably 15 gallons of a beautiful pot. Pretty affordable for such a big pot, but the most important thing is missing is drainage holes. So let me show you how I'm going to do that. I'm going to grab my drill and create a bunch of pilot holes. This is 3/16, I believe, which isn't very big, but it's the biggest I had. So let's start making them. Oh, these actually have, I just realized, where you can punch through with a screwdriver to create drainage. So, well, I don't have my screwdriver, so let me just push them through. That works out. All right. Okay, that was easy enough. Perfect. So this Barbados cherry tree is a 3-gallon size that I bought. And this is 15 gallons because it is going to become a very big fruit tree. Even though it's in a container, it won't get as big as it would be in the ground. But it needs to be bigger than the pot it currently is in. So let me show you exactly how I fill it up. These Barbados cherry trees are self-fertile. So that means they do not necessarily need pollinators. They do not necessarily need another Barbados cherry tree. It is always good to have 2 of each though. With this one in particular, since it creates a ton of flowers, I'm just going to put it next to a lot of my flower containers so it'll still bring in the pollinators. And then I will have more fruit. But like I said, you do not necessarily need to have 2. It is always better to have 2, if you know what I mean. So I loaded my dump cart up with some soil so I could just drag it back here. I'm going to fill it about 1/3 of the way with this potting soil. Make sure you break it up so it is not clumpy, because everything in containers needs to be well draining. I'm so excited about this tree. You guys have no idea. When it came out of the box, it was absolutely gorgeous. I was blown away. It's probably the best fruit tree I've ever bought online. And I'm sure you guys are like, oh, I just buy mine at my local nursery. Like, I understand that, but I am a loyal customer to everywhere that I buy my garden stuff because I do this full time. So this is my favorite one so far. A lot of the ones I find in the store are just like the basic, like the apples and the peaches, like they're just mass produced to be selling at like Home Depot or Lowe's. So I really like the company that I order from. All right, it's about 1/3 of the way full, okay? Next step, very important, is worm castings. I swear by it. This bag is almost done and I have a few fruit trees, so I'm trying to salvage what I have. I'm getting a little handful, just a little clump. This will help prevent transplant shock and create some good natural compost. The most disgusting things are good for our fruit trees. So Worm castings is basically worm poop. I know that's gross, but it is so good to see worms in your soil. So I'm going to pick it up. Whenever you are taking things out of a pot, going to turn it sideways. Oh, good. Okay, this one's gonna be easy to come out. You'll squeeze it, but honestly, this one is really good. Okay, great quality soil they have in here. It's amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna break up the roots, okay? I'll keep it sideways so you guys can see. I'm gonna break up the root ball without damaging the roots. I'm gonna be very gentle, give it some good squeezes, get some dirt out. So that way it will want to establish into the pot I'm about to put it in. I always like to say whenever you're gardening, make sure you wear sleeves because my skin is very sensitive. So I'll let you guys, I'll put that in the description for you guys. Definitely recommend. Okay, that is looking good. Wow. All right. Next thing I want to do is I have some Coco Coir in my dump cart right here. Because it was too heavy to bring, I get the bricks of Coco Coir and fill up an entire storage container. So it's probably like 50 pounds now. I'm going to put that in my container too. It's like this lighter brown, but it is so well draining. And I'm going to sprinkle it right around it. This will help keep the moisture locked into a container because containers dry out way quicker than in the ground. So this is very, very, very important with growing containers, adding well-draining soil, adding some Coco Coir to get that moisture locked in. All right, I got all the Coco Coir. Next thing I'm going to do is water around the roots before I fill up the rest. The reason is because your roots are what need the water, not the leaves, not the flowers, but the roots themselves are what need it. So, got my watering can, gonna water around those roots so they are nice and happy. Yes. All right. After that, use the rest of your potting mix to fill it up to the very top. So this might take a minute. Make sure you break up the clumps as you're putting them in. Yay, we have it all potted. Now I'm just going to get some more water in the new soil that I just did. Water all around it. And hopefully those roots will establish very fast. And that is it. That is our Barbados cherry tree. Be sure to check it out. Follow along, subscribe, hit that like button, and let me know if you guys have any questions. Bye. Happy gardening.